What if I told you one city once controlled nearly the entire known world? A civilization so powerful, its roads still exist today. An empire filled with legendary generals, brutal wars, deadly betrayals, and unimaginable wealth. For over 1,000 years, Rome ruled millions of people across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. But then, it all collapsed. No empire lasts forever. This is the incredible story of ancient Rome, from a tiny village beside a river to the greatest empire in human history, and the shocking events that destroyed it. Our story begins more than 2,700 years ago, around 753 BC. At that time, the area we now call Italy was filled with small tribes and farming villages. According to Roman legend, Rome was founded by twin brothers, Romulus and Remus. The story says they were abandoned as babies and raised by a wild wolf before growing up and building a city together. But the brothers argued. Romulus killed Remus and named the city after himself, Rome. Whether the legend is true or not, Rome slowly grew from several small villages built on 7 hills beside the Tiber River. Its location was perfect for trade, farming, and defense. At first, Rome was ruled by kings. These early rulers built roads, temples, markets, and organized armies. But over time, the Roman people became tired of absolute power. So in 509 BC, they overthrew their final king, Tarquin the Proud. And in his place, they created something revolutionary for the ancient world: a republic. Instead of one ruler, power would now be shared between elected leaders and the Roman Senate. This decision would change history forever. Once Rome became a republic, it began expanding rapidly. And the key to Rome's success was simple: its army. The Roman legions were among the most disciplined and feared fighting forces ever created. Roman soldiers trained constantly, marched huge distances, and followed orders with deadly precision. One by one, Rome defeated rival tribes across Italy. By 270 BC, Rome controlled the entire Italian peninsula. But Rome's greatest enemy waited across the Mediterranean Sea: Carthage, a rich and powerful empire in North Africa. The two superpowers fought a series of brutal conflicts known as the Punic Wars. And during these wars, Rome faced one of the greatest military commanders in history: Hannibal. A general so daring, he marched an entire army, including war elephants, across the snowy Alps to invade Italy. The Romans were terrified. For years, Hannibal crushed Roman armies again and again. But Rome refused to surrender. Eventually, Rome struck back. In 146 BC, Roman forces completely destroyed Carthage. After that victory, Rome became unstoppable. Greece fell. Spain fell. Large parts of the Middle East and North Africa also came under Roman control. The Roman Republic had transformed into a massive superpower. But as Rome grew richer, it also became more dangerous. Corruption spread through the government. Powerful generals fought each other for control. And soon, one man would rise above them all: Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was brilliant, ambitious, and extremely popular. He conquered huge territories, expanded Roman influence, and became the most powerful man in Rome. But many senators feared him. They believed Caesar wanted total control. So in 44 BC, during a Senate meeting, a group of conspirators stabbed him to death. The assassination shocked Rome. But instead of saving the Republic, it pushed Rome into chaos. Civil war erupted once again. And from that chaos emerged Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, a clever and ruthless leader. In 27 BC, Octavian received a new title: Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. Under Augustus, Rome entered its golden age, a period known as the Pax Romana, meaning Roman peace. For nearly 200 years, the empire experienced stability, economic growth, and incredible construction projects. Roman engineers built massive roads connecting distant provinces. Aqueducts carried fresh water into crowded cities. Gigantic arenas like the Colosseum hosted brutal gladiator battles watched by thousands. At its peak, the Roman Empire stretched across 3 continents. Nearly 100 million people lived under Roman rule. Its influence reached from Britain in the north to Egypt in the south. Rome seemed unstoppable. But beneath the surface, serious problems were growing. As the empire became larger, it also became harder to control. Corruption increased. Weak emperors came and went rapidly. Some ruled for only a few months before being assassinated. The Roman economy also began collapsing. Heavy taxes crushed ordinary citizens. Inflation destroyed the value of money. Deadly diseases spread through crowded cities and military camps. At the same time, powerful barbarian tribes surrounded the empire from every direction. Groups like the Goths, Vandals, and Huns constantly attacked Roman borders. The empire was under pressure everywhere. In an attempt to save Rome, Emperor Diocletian split the empire into 2 halves: the Eastern Roman Empire and the Western Roman Empire. The eastern half remained wealthy and powerful, but the western half slowly weakened year after year. Then came one of the most feared men in history, Attila the Hun. His armies devastated huge parts of Europe and terrified the Roman world. Rome was running out of time. But Rome never truly disappeared. Its ideas survived. Roman law shaped modern legal systems. Roman architecture inspired governments and cities around the world. Even many modern languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese, evolved from Latin, the language of Rome. And while the Western Empire collapsed, the Eastern Roman Empire continued for another 1,000 years as the Byzantine Empire. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its influence still surrounds us today. From politics to language to architecture, Rome helped shape the modern world. And even after 2,000 years, humanity is still fascinated by its story. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more epic history videos. And tell us in the comments, which ancient empire should we explore next?